Welcome to China Gateway 360, connecting global businesses with China through insights, opportunities, and trends. Today, we're jumping straight into decoding the official August 2026 market entry resources. We're going to give you registration, customs, and foreign exchange strategies a much-needed reality check. So, here's the new reality of China market entry. A solid, dependable strategy relies strictly on verified municipal guidance and safe regulations, not just some copied and pasted checklists from a consultant promising easy approval. You really need a stage-gated execution that distinctly separates your entity registration, product permissions, and foreign exchange. And that brings us to the assumption trap. You see, companies constantly risk their working capital and their confidential documents by blindly trusting market rumors instead of securing the required baseline facts. Real, functional entry strategies absolutely demand facts drawn directly from public municipal guidance. Now, let's contrast that verified reality with actual market risk. A municipal guide tells you about local processes, right? But businesses often make the huge mistake of assuming local filing portals and approval times are identical across every single Chinese city. Spoiler alert, they aren't. Headline, national indicators are never binding guarantees for your specific transactions. Just look at the local versus national divide here. For example, the Beijing Service Portal lists very specific entity details, whereas the Ningbo government manual structures its workflows completely differently. A national policy never guarantees local execution. You must always record the exact issuing authority. Okay, so to correctly set up your operations, you should break your corporate foundation down into three distinct pillars. First, entity particulars sourced from municipal guidance. Second, customs and trade setups from local manuals. And third, foreign exchange and accounts, which must be strictly sourced from safe rules.
China Gateway. Gateway.
Your gateway to business in China.
Let's look at the stage-gated dependencies here. You have to secure your entity registration first, clear your trade permissions second, and only then tackle your Forex arrangements. The crucial takeaway for us? You've got to postpone any irreversible commitments until written clarification actually clears your path, all the way from entity registration to those Forex arrangements. Because if you skip that sequence, it directly hits your cash flow. Relying on the wrong authority just drains your working capital. It generates unnecessary translation costs, drives up duplicated documentation, and can literally trap your capital in limited pilots, which directly delays your customer payments. Nobody wants that. Why does this happen? Well, it's all down to strict regulatory separation. Market registration authorities, customs channels, and commercial banks absolutely do not exercise interchangeable powers. So a friendly introduction to a local investment office, that's great, but it cannot magically convert a local filing process into commercial bank acceptance. So how do we safeguard against these unverified assumptions? You deploy a systematic 30-day, 5-step action plan. It's a real game changer because it turns a mountain of overwhelming regulations into a clear, traceable process. Let's break it down. Step 1. Preserve your original scope. Log the exact publication date and direct links from your authorities so your conclusions are actually reproducible. Step 2. Calculate your distinct costs by process stage. You need to separate one-off setups from recurring commitments so you can accurately model your cash runway. Moving on to steps 3 and 4. You need to test your proposed business scope against an actual traceable operational case, something tangible like an intended customer contract. Then, assign distinct, separate owners for registration, banking, and legal sign-off. This ensures full accountability across the board. Finally, step 5. This is your safety valve. Approve, adjust, or stop against evidence. You must pause implementation immediately if that written evidence is lacking. And if you do need to adjust, only update based on verified updates. Don't restart the work you've already verified. To actually manage all this on the ground, keep your output in a single version-controlled decision sheet. Apply what we call a materiality standard. Essentially, only revise isolated facts that materially change your legal scope or cost allocation, rather than tearing up and rewriting your entire plan. By aligning verified facts with the specific authorities that dictate them, you can confidently navigate these regulations. Before your next move, ask yourself, is your China entry strategy built on verified local reality or costly market assumptions? That's all for this China Gateway 360. Like and comment to receive materials from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.